Some new accusations of failures within Arizona's Department of Child Safety.
It comes following months of reporting by the ABC15 investigators. Our team uncovered heartbreaking details surrounding the preventable death of a 9-year-old boy with diabetes. Jakob Blodgett died days after being placed in the state's care.
ABC15 investigator Jennifer Kovaleski continues her reporting and has the new push for accountability.
It's the Arizona Department of Child Safety's job to protect the state's most vulnerable children. The agency's own website touts itself as safety experts.
Totally failed this family.
But Cheryl Dunges says DCS failed to do its job, failed to protect her diabetic 9-year-old grandson.
Jacob didn't deserve this.
And make sure he had the basic medication doctors say he needed to live.
What would you want to say to DCS?
I think I would like to shake somebody and ask them what in the world they were thinking.
Jakob Blodgett died just 18 days after being placed in the state's child welfare system. According to an open police investigation, Jacob, a type 1 diabetic, died after employees at a group home let him refuse his insulin. According to the autopsy, Jacob died from complications of diabetes and a preventable condition caused by not having enough insulin.
We're looking for justice for Jacob. He didn't deserve to die.
Jacob's family is now taking their fight for accountability to Arizona Superior Court. Their attorneys filing this 15-page wrongful death lawsuit against DCS and Sunshine Residential Homes, the group home where Jacob was placed.
Simply giving him medication and he's alive. It's as simple as that.
Attorney Robert Pastor represents Jacob's dad. As we've previously reported, Pastor put the state on notice of pending legal action in this case last summer, after medical records showed DCS caseworkers struggled to manage Jacob's diabetes from the very beginning. And Jacob needed emergency care 3 different times before his death in December of 2022.
The Arizona Department of Child Safety failed to make sure that the group home knew just how important insulin was for a type 1 diabetic.
What responsibility does DCS have to ensure that children taken into their custody have the medical care that they need?
Under the law, we say it's a non-delegable duty. They can't pawn their responsibility off on someone else.
The recently filed lawsuit details new accusations of failures by DCS, specifically in the agency's decision to place Jacob in a group home and not with a relative.
The failure to put children in adequate or appropriate placements is a chronic problem.
The lawsuit points to this 2017 memo from then DCS Director Greg McKay, which clearly states, before even considering placement in a group home setting, a DCS specialist will make reasonable efforts to identify a grandparent, member of the child's extended family, or person who has a significant relationship with the child who can provide care and meet the child's need. The suit claims that didn't happen in Jacob's case.
Were any efforts made by DCS to contact you as a family member and ask you if you would be willing to take Jacob?
No.
As for the group home's role, the lawsuit says Sunshine Residential Homes did not have the necessary training, education, knowledge, or experience necessary to properly take care of Jacob's medical condition. Just one of many factors Jacob's family says led to his death.
How could they have done this? How in the world could they have not taken care of someone with those medical needs?
Putting a spotlight on a foster care system they say is failing to protect Arizona's kids.
These are the kind of children that we as a society can forget. If we can't take care of someone like Jakob Blodgett, who else are we failing?
DCS still won't answer our questions or grant our request to sit down with the head of DCS, David Lujan, citing the pending litigation. Sunshine Residential Homes previously told us it had no comment about Jacob's death. We will continue to push for answers. I'm investigator Jennifer Kovaleski, ABC15 Arizona.